Welcome to the Advancement Center, and welcome to the world of magic and miracles, and of course, the industry of magic and miracles. Here we are once again, coming together and enhancing one another through the broadcast from the Advancement Center, from what I like to call this beacon on a hill, much like a torch with light shooting out to all parts of the world and the universe for wayward ships, wayward people, those needing to rest, to let go of where they are, and to move forward, knowing that the bus is always parked here, the Magic and Miracles bus, where doors are opening and you're free to step on. So thank you for being here, our friends and family who join us each week. Hello to each of you. I speak to you by name as I connect to each of you individually. And as you share what you experience through these broadcasts with others, it makes a way around the world. As well as knowing that this broadcast is going everywhere because it's placed in the field where channels are open and where channels can receive this transmission. So I speak to all of you, those who I just mentioned, and those who stopped for a moment from their duties on their ships throughout the universe to connect with this broadcast. It's a delightful breeze coming through the air right now. And so my message rides upon a breeze. As always, on this weekly update that we've entitled this broadcast to be, I speak of Barbara and Genya, who sat here before me. So many changes since we took a week off, and even being outside, which we weren't able to do for quite a while. So it's perfect. And if we're back inside, that'll be perfect too. But I'm enjoying this experience, even though it's been experienced before, it's always new. And Genya just spoke recently on Wednesday And it's so interesting and not so interesting that the thread of our broadcast have similarities because we're in each other's field. And we're also in the field of the master gardener. And so the things that affect us, the energies that we're experiencing are similar, but they're not exactly the same because we're not exactly the same. So Genya was like a child driving a car. And if you can just imagine how that is, there's excitement, joy, chaos, laughter, beauty, power. All those things exist and were filled in her broadcasts. And Barbara spoke about the beauty of being you and the beauty of you from a place that was like stillness and so much wisdom and love and support through her broadcast. And it's amazing watching each one in their own broadcast. We spoke recently of seeing a conductor through YouTube conduct lessons for life as he's teaching musicians to express themselves. And Barbara's broadcast, it's amazing to watch because she is like a conductor. She is a conductor. But it's beautiful to watch the uniqueness of us all. I've watched and I've seen live symphonic music, and I've watched plenty of times on TV. And the thing that I'm most impressed with is how they can flip the page and continue to conduct, and not the page doesn't get stuck or they don't lose where they are, or at least that's the appearance from someone who doesn't do that. And to watch Barbara on Sundays sit here and flip the pages and still wave the baton and still connect with the viewer, it's quite impressive. And yet what Genya does is just as impressive in her way. She flips the pages within her mind, and it may not be seen, but it's just as impressive. And all of us are conducting and transmitting and flipping the pages so that people who are watching are blown away. And yet we have no clue of what we're doing and that we're blowing people away. So when people come up to you and say, wow, you just You just blew me away. You did so and so and so and so. How did you do that? Your answer is, I didn't know I did that. And I don't know how I did it. Because it's just you. That's the key. When they say, how did you do that? You didn't do anything. You just were you. And so that's why any sense of compliment or hierarchical or comparison doesn't exist, because there's no comparison to you, because you're not doing anything. It's so beautiful. So my invitation had to do with allowing space for the new you. As these energies start to allow you to release the old you, allow space for the new you. And the photo was of my grandson, Isaiah. And he's become very special to us at the Advancement Center. Obviously, he's special to me. And I've yet to meet him in person, but we know each other from a long time ago. And his image was to paint a picture of the new you, the you without any limitations. Because as you sit or as you look at his picture, there's no limitations. You only see endless possibilities. You don't see any structure built around him. You only feel love. And you only see possibilities. And that's where we're going. That's what's being produced by the energies that are here and coming. And like we all continue to say, it's happening extremely quick. So much so that you wake up and you don't remember who you were from the day before. And it's a freeing that can't be expressed in words as you return to the new you. That being that has no boundaries. That has been kept in check, but no longer can be. And so there's a level of support that we all experience and give to one another. And that support is so necessary. And wherever you are with the group of people that you can communicate with, know that you are being supported. and you are supporting others. And if you're here on this broadcast, at whatever point you receive it, know that you're being supported and know that we feel your support, because it's so important right now. And we've all supported our families and our friends emotionally. If we've been on the planet long enough, we've done it financially and spiritually. And now the whole world and all humankind is starting to gather together under the support of everyone. They may not know it, but masses of people are being willed to change the world. And only through a feeling of support can you step out knowing that you'll be looked after no matter what happens. I saw where, I believe in Hong Kong, they were protesting in the airport, and now they're talking of going to the banks and taking all their money out. This is a whole country. Only with support can you stand and say that's enough. And this system that we've been in, where you haven't had enough money, and the only answer is to work more, work longer, work harder, go into more debt. We're saying that's enough. And we're supported. And that number will surpass the number who isn't aware that it's enough, or who is trying to maintain the status quo. So feel the support as you step forward and follow your spirit in whatever way is perfect for you. As I was driving over this morning, I heard the song, "Ain't no mountain high enough, ain't no valley low enough, ain't no river wide enough to keep me from you. If you need me, call me, no matter where you are, no matter how far. Don't worry, I'll be there in a hurry, because there ain't no mountain high enough, ain't no valley low enough, ain't no river wide enough to keep me from getting to you." And as I heard those words, I began to tear up, because I heard it from my creator. And I heard it from Simeon. And I heard them from all the galactic beings who are supporting us and saying, I'll be there in a hurry. You don't have to worry. So we continue to support one another, knowing that we're supported and becoming or knowing more and more of who we are, so that we're totally free to give away everything, knowing that we just have to reach out our hand and everything will be given to us. Experience. When you experience the feeling of peace, you transmit peace. When you experience the feeling of joy, you transmit joy. When you experience the feeling of love, you transmit love. When you experience the feeling of the unknown, you transmit the mystery of the unknown. When you experience the feeling of a smile, you transmit a smile. When you experience the feeling from your origin, you transmit your origin. It is the feeling that is transmitted, no matter what the state. It is transmitted whether you know it or not. When you experience the feeling of nature, you transmit nature. When you experience the feeling of yourself as perfection, you transmit perfection. There are no words to describe the power of these feelings, but they are unmistakable in their delivery. The energy and essence of these feelings animates all life, the beginning of creation itself. A feeling that is experienced, that produces a desire to create a universe so we can feel and experience more. That is what we are capable of. And although unseen, that is what we do every second, every hour, and every day of this time spent on planet Earth. When you experience the feeling of harmony, you transmit harmony. When you experience the feeling of knowingness and security, you transmit knowingness and security. And when you experience the feeling of the magnificent, majestic you will transmit the magnificent, majestic you. Bursting. I'm in love, and so are you. Where is she? Where is he? Everywhere and in everything. It is my nature. And as more moves away, I am only left with love. Not the word love, but a transcendent feeling that is beyond any word, that pours out of us like a torrential rain on a spring day. These words that I use can only help paint a picture. They can only help to transport you to this incredible feeling that exists inside of you. Your beloved is everywhere and in everything, dancing to your brilliant music. Watch and feel the butterfly as it flies by and dances with you. Watch and feel as the birds sing to you as they fly by. And then watch and feel as the trees and flowers bow and curtsy to you on the breeze that is created by your song. This feeling is bursting out of me and is about to burst out of you. Nothing else has ever really mattered except this feeling for yourself and everyone and everything. And with that comes a freedom and a peace that are beyond any standard ever created. And as you realize this, you will have to work to stay in this body because this feeling is too big to contain in a human form. You will begin to know yourself as creator and creation, and you will see and feel the amazing love that exists between the two. Uncharted. As I drive through the fog and mist, there's a great feeling of mystery and the unknown, a feeling of multi-dimensionality, as if entering a portal to somewhere new, where your essence exists in a completely different form and reality. This is the new world, and this is the new you. No longer limited by the forces of this physical dimension and its gravitational pull on your field, and no longer limited by the programs that have held you in bondage to this physical reality. A new, uncharted adventure is upon us. And the results of this is showing up every day as more is being revealed from the world of magic and miracles and the industry of magic and miracles. Each new day, more of the restrictions that have been placed upon us are being taken down. These unseen forces, much like an invisible energetic force field, are melting under a wave of light, harmony, and truth. The children coming on the planet are filled with this light, and they will lead the way to the complete demolition of all that has been produced from the beings of control and domination. As you feel these new energies, you will feel all old forms of yourself and all limits within those forms fall away. And you will be left with the feeling and awareness of the power of your unlimited, multi-dimensional self. You may be frightened for a moment as you feel yourself disconnected from all that has kept you comfortable in this limited expression of you. But then you will begin to feel a more expanded you that is connected to everything and everyone, unlimited in your power, your movement, and your magnificence. So be encouraged and invite the world of chaos, because it is in those random notes of chaos that a symphony is produced, which is named after you. Know that your name is a symphony conducted by the Master himself and sung by a choir of angels. And from this moment on, anytime your name is spoken, you will be reminded of your music, your origin, and the gifts that you brought here to give. to the world. I speak your name and every name and hear the music. Thank you for being here today. And thank you for supporting me and all of us at the Advancement Center. And thank you for supporting everyone that comes into your field, especially yourself. So I wish you a perfect life, perfect health, and a magic future. Thank you.